Which house should you choose in Hogwarts Legacy? First things first, if you haven't had the time to play Hogwarts Legacy, I highly recommend picking it up as it's truly one of the most fun games on the market. It has a beautiful open world that was clearly crafted with as much attention to detail as possible from the movies and books. From the common rooms to the classrooms to the Chamber of Secrets, the level of detail in this game is truly insane. The story sucks though. Hashtag justice for Sebastian. Spoilers. Secondly, the level of customization in Hogwarts Legacy is crazy. The game provides you with multiple options that range from hairstyle, eyebrows, blemishes, and even your eyes, which gives you anything from Mailman Blue to It's Treason Then Red, or my personal favorite, You Turned Her Against Me Yellow.
You turned her against me?
You have done that yourself.
Just remember, Harry Potter is just Star Wars with wooden sticks. During your character customization, you're presented with an option of the name you will go by, and while you could choose something basic like Harry Potter, Hermione Weasley, or Voldemort Snape, I recommend thinking outside the box. For instance,
Jack Marius Tack Theratrix,
Kingle McCringleberry, X-Wayne, at Aliciousness, San Diego State University.
once you finalize your character customization, it's time to jump into the main story. You meet characters Professor Fig and George Osric, who works for the Ministry of Magic. Well, used to. He dies. Yep. He dies. George Osric is now Dragon Dung. Shenanigans happen like the use of a port key, going to Gringotts, fighting some statues, and puzzle solving, all for this goblin to roll up and preach about how evil he is. Which is what leads Wizard and Fig to Hogwarts, where they're just in time for the sorting ceremony. What is the sorting ceremony, you ask? Great question. Per the Hogwarts wiki, it's a yearly tradition that places new students into a house, being Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. All this is determined by the sorting hat, an anthropomorphic hat, that basically roasts you in front of all your classmates to make the ultimate decision of which house you will end up in. So let's break them down. Gryffindor values are courage, bravery, nerves, and chivalry, with its most notable members being Harry Pothead, that fat guy who disguised himself as a rat for 12 years, oh the irony, and not to mention the saddest death in cinema, Sirius Black. The common room is as basic as someone who shops at a Target only because it has a Starbucks inside. It has a pretty boring interior that's literally just filled with pictures and memorabilia that, if a bar were added to it, gives me and my buddies just need a place to drink vibes. Ravenclaw values are cleverness, wisdom, wit, intellectual ability, and creativity. But according to this Google search I did, Ravenclaws are so goddamn competitive that they willingly stab each other in the back, not to mention other students, just to get top marks. In other words, I'd also guess, based off that little bit of information, that they would do amazing at the game Survivor. You know that show about being able to outwit, outplay, and outlast your competition for $1 million prize? And it is not scripted. It is not scripted, just heavily influenced by producers, and there's a big difference. Notable Ravenclaws are Luna Lovegood, totally not racist Cho Chang, and this asshole. The common room is the definition of, my parents donated a ton of money to the school, that's how I got in. By far the nicest and honestly the best common room in the game, Ravenclaw's common room has its own rooftop access, cathedral ceilings, and extremely nice bathrooms that are actually inside the common rooms. Hufflepuff values are a strong sense of justice, loyalty, patience, and prosperity of hard work. Or in other words, the worst goddamn house in all of Harry Potter. Literally no one wants to be called a Hufflepuff, to the point that the developers had to put in an entire Azkaban quest to entice players into choosing it. Pitiful. The common room looks like it's something straight out of The Hobbit, with its most notable members being Team Edward, the guy from the bad Harry Potter movies, and maybe this house has some, maybe it has some positives.
I love you.
Slytherin values are ambition, resourcefulness, determination, and cleverness. Falsely portrayed as the house that spawns pure evil, Slytherin has bred some of the greatest wizards the world has ever seen, such as Dolores Umbridge, Voldemort, and the Prince of Tragedy, Severus Snape. Oh, not to mention that one fat kid who got replaced in the last film because the actor was apparently growing pot in his house. See? Dope does ruin lives. Not to mention house founder Salazar Slytherin, who believed muggle-born wizards were unfit to join Hogwarts, to the point he created a basilisk that would one day be unleashed by his heir to purge the school of those unfit to be wizards. Yeah, I guess outside of Snape, these people are traditionally assholes. Especially that one bleach blonde-haired kid. I mean, he got more tragic later on, but still, kind of an asshole. The common room is apparently a dungeon, but honestly feels more like a sewer. Having explored all the other common rooms, it does feel like you got kind of shafted a bit, but it has a giant snake guarding your entrance, so that's pretty neat. Oh, on the topic of pieces of shit, in 2013, Greg Hardy announced to the world that he too went to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and if I had to guess, he would have been a total Slytherin. So yeah. So which house should you choose in Hogwarts Legacy? Slytherin. Be a Slytherin. Here's why. Being a Slytherin has its downsides, sure. You miss out on Ravenclaw's dope crib, Gryffindor's iconicness, and Hufflepuff's, Garlick? But being a Slytherin gives you the ability to sleep soundly at night. The second you learn the 3 curses, it brings the player to a decision of either being a good or morally wrong wizard. Let's be real, you're using these 3 curses one way or another, whether it's this playthrough or the next playthrough, especially the killing curse. Avada Kedavra, or as I like to call it, Harry Potter's Hadouken, it's an instant one-shot KO during battles but has a long recharge time. Also known as the Unforgivable Curse, using Avada Kedavra is considered illegal due to, you know, the obvious. Now, Hogwarts Legacy doesn't have some sort of morality system, but it's the reaction from your peers that can make it tougher to use this curse. Though, being a Slytherin does make it a bit easier, because since you're a Slytherin, you're already viewed as some sort of power-hungry bastard. So using any of the 3 curses is sort of expected, because, you know, Slytherin are traditionally bad people. Except you, Sebastian. Oh, and this kid, Ominous Gaunt, who is apparently Voldemort's ancestor or something, which is pretty cool. But he's actually a pretty good kid. You know, he doesn't believe in using any of the curses and stuff. And that's it. I don't know. You try coming up with reasons as to why you should join a house with traditionally terrible people. As for the rest of the main game, the story is okay, as it feels kind of like the main movies where the kids show up to Hogwarts, they do some classes, get into shenanigans, and all the students are pretty much oblivious to how much in danger they really were. I would say the best part of the game is the side quests and the characters' companions, as they seem to offer some really tragic or even inspiring sub-stories, though I did not appreciate that goddamn quiz from the girl with the annoying voice, because I am not a Harry Potter nerd. Had to Google every single one of these questions, like who actually knows all these? But that's it, that's Hogwarts Legacy and all it has to offer. I highly recommend this game, it's definitely worth your money, and while it's not on the Switch, Xbone, or PS4 yet, once it drops, I say give it a look. There's tons to do in this, so yeah. Anyways, I made this video specifically for my future wife, as I know she's a massive Harry Potter fan, and that it would probably be the only video of mine that she would at least understand. So hopefully I did a pretty good job at this, and if not, oh well. If you enjoyed this video though, great. Maybe drop a like, and if not, well, it doesn't get much better. Hit the subscribe button if you liked it just enough, and maybe check out my merch store where you can buy various things that support, you know, me. That's what it's about, right?
Me.
Thanks for watching, and well, bye.